Welcome to Hot Topics in International Trade, brought to you by Braumiller Law Group and Braumiller Consulting Group.
Hi, this is Bob Brewer. Welcome to the podcast. With me today, I have Eiyack Cacho Ayala. Did I pronounce that right?
Correct.
All
yeah.
right. This is the newest member of the Braumiller Law Group team. New associate attorneys just joined us. And I wanted to take the time to introduce him to all of you out there who are interested in how people like Eiyack wind up at Braumiller Law Group. This is interesting. Now, born and raised in Puerto Rico.
Correct.
All right. So you went to elementary school and high school there in Puerto Rico. Then when it came to your college years, this is where it gets interesting. So first you applied and got into college. Go ahead. Take it from here.
Sure. So, born and raised in the island. Lived there my first 18 years with my family. My family's still there.
Okay.
Parents, aunts, everybody's still back in the island, so I go visit pretty frequently. And then at 18, I moved to D.C.
D.C. at 18? That's ambitious.
Yeah.
Okay.
I fell in love with the city once I saw it from across the plain, arriving at night, all the lights, the monuments. So I lived in D.C. for my undergraduate education. I went to American University.
American University, very familiar with it. Okay.
Study international affairs with a minor in philosophy and Chinese Mandarin.
Chinese Mandarin.
Yeah.
We use that a lot here. Good.
Yeah. Learning Chinese from your second language is definitely an experience.
Obviously, your first is Spanish, but, you know. Wow. That's good. That's good.
So I did that. I went, did a study abroad program in Santiago, Chile.
Okay.
So I studied there kind of the different types of governments over there, being obviously the first elected socialist president, and then the dictatorship and everything that happened in the 70s. And then came back, finished my undergrad. And then kind of left, traveled for a little bit with COVID and everything.
Yeah.
And then moved back to D.C., actually.
Moved back to D.C. Missed it so much. Okay. And then what happened when you moved back to D.C.?
I moved back to D.C., went to law school. I'm an unorthodox law school student, I would say. Okay. So my first year and a half, I was working full-time at an international adoption agency.
Okay.
And then I was going to class at night.
Oh.
So I did that until I had to specialize in something. So I did my specialization in international business law. And then the work schedule and class schedule kind of...
That's tough.
Yeah, combined itself.
That's commitment. No, it's good.
And I moved to just like a full-time student while doing that specialization.
And that was, what university that was at?
George Washington
Washington University now is where we're at. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So then that's where you actually graduated. Got out of George Washington University.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. We're very familiar with that school as well. No, I mean, it's to me, that's good school. But where did you kind of make the corner here and say, this has got to be international trade for me? This is where I really feel that I have a fit.
Yeah. I think ever since I was a kid, I was very involved in like Puerto Rican politics, and I like the topic. I enjoy reading about it, and I saw that a lot of the kind of issues that Puerto Rico has the way,
a lot,
the way they're kind of
redheaded, freckle-faced stepchild.
Yeah,
go ahead and say it. It's true.
They're grounded on kind of miss an international perspective and seeing what other countries were doing and dealing with similar issues to them. So that kind of pulled me into the international side. And I think once I was there and experienced, all the different realms of study within international relations, I knew pretty early on that I wanted to focus on business, trade, how to grow an economy, that kind of topics.
Yeah, it's interesting. I looked at your resume too. There's so much going on in this resume, ladies and gentlemen. I need a magnifying glass. I think he's got 6-point type on here just to fit it all on one page. But you've worked for a lot of judges, it looks like, in the past, so you got exposure along the way, even from a very young age, of how the system kind of works.
Yeah. Now,
we're not really a lot of times heavy into litigation here, but you'll find coming into a boutique shop like this, you're going to get exposed to a lot of things. Have you jumped in on any projects just yet?
Yeah, I saw it already.
All right. So there's no sitting around here twiddling your thumbs, wondering what you're going to do with your day. That ain't happening. So what, in your head right now, I kind of feel like, wow, this is going to expose me to a lot of different things, as well as different economies.
Correct. I think the early exposure part of the law firm, it was something that I was wanting. I didn't know that I was going to get it so much
Well, no.
at the law firm here.
Think about it from the perspective of, all right, hypothetically, had you gone to work for Law 100, you'd be in a little tight vertical.
Correct.
You would. Here, it's just the opposite. And my job is just to push you out there. I mean, we can do as much as you want to try to make you famous, young man. But this is from the perspective of you will one day, and I guarantee you will, be a rainmaker.
Thank you.
Well, that's what you want to be, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Want to be there? All right, so another rainmaker coming up through the ranks here, ladies and gentlemen. I like that. So we look at it from the perspective of once you start getting into the team, how we work here. I mean, it could be a team of 2, it could be a team of 5. It depends. A lot of times it bounces back and forth between the consulting firm and the law firm, because a lot of times you don't need an attorney. But a lot of times you'll also find that we're putting some of those things under the BLG label, the Braumiller Law Group, because they want the attorney-client privilege.
Correct.
And you find a wrong classification, you made a disclosure, and that bumps over to the legal side anyway. But so you're going to be exposed to both of those things, which is good.
Yeah, and I'm being exposed right now. I think that's...
you are already?
Yeah.
Okay, so you've already delved into that.
One of the best things here. I think from the first day, they were already getting me involved in client meetings, being in supportive roles to senior attorneys. Being both parts where you feel like a company throughout the process, but also they kind of let you take the leeway and kind of start.
Oh, there's not much hand-holding here, you'll find. We don't have time to hand-hold. Well, that's how you made it through the interview process. You talk with individuals that have come through the door and said, I think I'm a good fit, and explain why, and we start hitting it with... You kind of get a feel for who could hit the ground running. That's with any position, really.
Yeah.
It's not just your resume. This is real-world experience now.
Correct.
And when these clients come in with the demands that they have and the timetables that they have and the needs that they have, a lot of times it's all over the map here. And we pull it together, pull the team together, because we have subject matter experts on the consulting side, as well as I find, my job, obviously, it comes through me, a lot of the business first, and then I got to know enough about what you need to decide, is it legal? Is it consulting? Is it both? Who on the legal team? I mean, we've got, I think, expertise in various areas with certain attorneys you'll find.
Yeah.
I mean, one of them's a metallurgical engineer. Some are a little bit better at export than import, We've got an ITAR, EAR genius on one side, and then everyone else is really, I think, they're really good at a lot of different things that we do.
Yeah, and I think identifying that from, the first few weeks is the most important thing, is understanding who to go to with the question. Everybody has some basic knowledge of the
everything,
different parts moving, but there's definitely
yes.
experts in the law firms, and knowing who is who and who deals with what issues is very important.
And Adrienne can help you with that. I mean, she's a good mentor, and I think you'll find, you've probably already found this, that she does not sit in that ivory tower.
Correct.
She's in the trenches.
Yeah.
So, I just told everybody in our last podcast, we're getting ready to go to London tomorrow, and I said, well, I got to keep working. Because, the leads keep coming in, and I don't trust anybody else to do that besides me. It's not going to happen.
You're the marketing expert.
Well, it's the new business that comes into my inbox. That's the most important thing. It all leads down to that particular road. Into my inbox. Who are you? What are you looking for? And I think we can help. So I always keep my phone with me at all times, regardless of where I am on the planet.
Okay.
And I say that I'm going to get back to you within 4 hours, and I just said, hey, give me 8. So I'll be in London. It's kind of a vacation, kind of not for me, but she needs a break. Because I'll tell you what, we've been deep in the trenches, with the IEPA filings, deep into that. She and I did a podcast a few minutes ago on section, the 301 investigations now. Okay. You're going to learn, you'll exposed to that, but as far as every other thing, is there anything that stood out to you so far? How long have you been here?
Being here 4 days.
4 days.
4 days.
See, this is crazy, isn't it? He says you've already been here a year.
Yeah.
So, but anything stood out to you so far?
Yeah, I think the point that you made about Adrienne is very important. I was kind of had a different picture of how the managing partner would work in a law firm, and not here.
Not here, buddy.
Yesterday, I was the second to last to leave the office, and she was still working.
Oh, that's every day. I work till 9 o'clock at night.
Yeah,
I know. But I tell you what, if I want to go get a massage at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah,
because I got my stuff done. And I'll be on my computer.
Yeah.
Sometimes till 10, 11 at night. Depends on what part of the planet you're coming from, and if it's China or Australia, or whatever, I'm there.
Yeah,
I like to stay on top of these things. It's my job. So, if you've gotten to kind of know Adrienne about how she's going to delegate, I also know at this point there are other attorneys who've asked, "Can I pull you in so far?" So how you doing? Your bandwidth is okay still?
Yeah.
All right. So you're going to stand up at the next Monday morning meeting and say, anybody need any help? I'm here for you.
Correct. Yeah. And I they don't wait for me to hold my hand up either.
It's good if you do that though.
Yeah.
It's good if you do that. Look, I'm here to help. I'm hit the ground running, and they will have trust in you soon based on how you adequate research, what they're looking for, what the client's looking for. As long as you have those deliverables coming, you're going to be a very busy boy.
Yeah. Receiving feedback too is very important.
It is, but I don't think anybody here is going to be critical. We'll tell you if something's going a little bit awry. We'll put it diplomatically to you. Well, that's the way we work. We're a family.
Yeah.
This is the opposite of you going to work for Law 100, where they will eat you alive.
Mm-hmm.
Either make it or you don't. Thank you, sir. May I have another? None of that here, because the whole process, as you know, of getting to this point, of even sitting across from me chatting right now, it's been a long run.
Yeah.
And there've been a lot of resumes that came in, and yours made it.
There we go.
So we're happy to have you on board, and I look forward to working with you in the future. Is there anything else you want to let anyone out there know?
Yeah, I would say tell to upcoming law school students to definitely look into like boutique firms like this one.
Okay.
Where that immediate exposure to real life practice is incredibly important, especially like in your young career as you're making your own reputation, as you are building your caseload. Having someone or a group of a team that will mentor you is very important, but also that will give you that experience to put yourself out there and learn what the real life practice of law is.
A lot of times an internship doesn't show you just that, I think.
Correct.
It's kind of, but not. And once you really get thrown in where the expectations are far greater, that's the real, rubber meets the road.
Yeah. They're requiring you study for all these years, and they're requiring you to be an expert. And people expect that of you, and you should hold yourself to that too.
Oh, yeah. You always wonder, I wonder what it's going to be like on a daily basis, and how will I perform, and get all those butt cheeks in a clench. You ask yourself, how you doing? How do you feel you're doing?
I think I'm doing well. I think, again, the mentorship, all the different like associate attorneys or senior attorneys following up, educating me, guiding me through the process, but also letting me take the lead with the different projects it's very special.
Okay.
Yeah, a feeling that you get that I was talking with one of our seniors attorney. I did my first task, completed it.
All right.
And I told her, I'm a lawyer now. Like, I'm an attorney. I did it. So that reward that you get from putting all your work and seeing it come to completion is very rewarding.
Good. Yeah. All right. Well, everybody, Eiyack, I got your bio up on the website yesterday.
I saw it.
The photo up there, so you can always go to the blgbraumellerlaw.com and check out, because this puppy's really long right here. I mean, for God's sakes, he did condense it down a little bit for us just to fit the format.
Yeah.
But the man's, wow. Okay, so anyhow, Eiyack, the last thing I'll say is it's a funky spelling on that first name.
Yeah.
How would you spell Eiyack? I don't know. Ajack? No.
Nope.
Go ahead. It's
Eiyack. And then you read it in Spanish.
Okay.
Yeah.
Eiyack.
Eiyack. Yeah.
Okay. I can do that.
There we go.
All right, man. I appreciate you stopping by and having, sparing me a few minutes with me. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much for having me.
Sure.